Hey everyone, I'm Nick Mayo, and since I'm a bit of a crypto OG and I usually think different from the others, I decided to make some experimental crypto-related content. So there's a ton of technical analysis content all around, yet you can hardly find any good fundamental analysis content. While FA is actually the first thing you should do. Find out what's behind the market price and then go guess technical chart patterns. Fundamental analysis is especially important in commodities markets, and since Bitcoin is rather a commodity, you better not miss this content. Better yet, like, share, subscribe, so I had reasons to keep doing that. So let's start with price cycles. It's obvious that Bitcoin price moves in cycles. The thing is, the nature of cycles is not very clear to most people. So I had to publish some infographics in my Twitter account recently, and if you want to understand my analysis going forward, you have to study what's in it. So I split price cycles in 3 phases. It's freefall phase, suppression phase, and reboot phase. So alpha bags are key players who determine when Bitcoin price switches between those 3 phases. These are people and institutions who entered during one of the previous price cycles, so they are in huge profits, and eventually they need to take those profits. So freefall is when alphas start to realize that the pump has lost its momentum, so they start to throw away massive amounts as fast as they can. The smartest win and the rest are left with a limited opportunity to take profits. So here comes the suppression phase. Bags take their profits slowly, avoid tanking the price below a certain threshold. I call it the suppression rate. And obviously, the lower the price of the suppression phase, the sooner the alpha bags get purged and cycle reboots. So, reboot phase starts when the last of the alpha bags goes empty. And that is the moment when smart money start entering the market. Well, who's buying the freefall phase and suppression phase? I call them dump money, not so smart money. It's retail capital, regular market operators. They usually either don't care or have no idea on price cycles. So let's try to explain the recent drop. Try to think like big bags. They are no longer excited about Bitcoin. They thought it was about to get mass adopted. Segwit, Lightning Network, all the media hype. The world is on the brink of a nuclear war. North Korea, Iran, Syria. It was a missed shot. No adoption, no war. They waited for a year and then started to escape. Better switch into something that still makes money. Like gold is more stable, so let's switch to gold, or whatever. The bear market is the seller's market. The price you see is the price that the bag's chosen for you. Each candle is here because the sellers decided so. Supports and resistances determined by sellers, not buyers. Price determined by sellers. Buyers are like fleas going into traps set by the big bags to dump on them. Descending triangles usually break down. Smart buyers are not entering at the end of descending triangles. They wait for a bull run or at least a good fake out. In the end, it all comes to adoption, so let's break it down. I prefer to use adoption patterns. So asset-based pattern includes speculative investment and basically everything like trading, hodling, whatever. Transaction-based pattern includes daily transactions. Other patterns include everything that doesn't fit into two of these general patterns, so like dApps, ICOs, Internet of Things, IoT. So asset-based, well, you know, backed, ETFs, Fidelity, Nasdaq, tons and tons of speculative investment and trading products are coming. But if you remember my infographics, it makes clear that smart money will not enter until their indicators show that it's the reboot phase. So let's mark it as still making no significant progress. At the same time, the price got dumped quite a lot recently, so it is a positive sign. It means that the alpha bags will be empty much sooner now. So let's also mark it as making some progress as well. Okay, so daily transactions. As I already mentioned, SegWit, Lightning Network, all the media hype could not become drivers for transaction-based adoption. None of the existing crypto projects can compete with credit cards, and if you want to know why, I can make a separate video on that. Meanwhile, let's mark it as making zero progress. That bad. So, other patterns. dApps. This is a mess, enough to take a look at the operator to make sure that nobody's using any dApps. Not that the concept of decentralized applications is hopeless, it's just that the developer space completely misses any strategy. So, let's also mark it as making no progress. ICOs. It's just a nice way to crowdfund. Bad thing it was used to crowdfund mostly stupid, useless and scammy projects. Still, I always said that the 2017 bull run was mostly inspired by this exact adoption pattern. Why is there such a large retracement in Ethereum price? Because there's no new ICOs. Bitcoin also taking damage from that. It's not that there's any progress, it's total degradation. So let's mark it as making no progress as well. IoT, Internet of Things. Most of the IoT related projects are scams, employing buzzwords to grab your money. I like one, but it's way far from delivery. I'm not even sure if IoT is a viable adoption pattern, but anyway, let's mark it as making no progress too. So, you see, the situation's horrible. It's not financial advice, do your own research, etc., etc., but it's obvious that the Bitcoin and the whole crypto space is hugely overpriced. There's no reason to expect anything to go up in the near future. Terrible fundamentals, terrible technicals. You better stay away from that right now and wait for the cycle to completely reboot. So what's next? Well, you know, it's quite unrealistic to expect any serious bull run right now. You see, there's a ton of buy orders were filled during this recent price shit show. So buyers are completely out of liquidity. Smart buyers will not pump the price either. They want the price as cheap as possible. Large buy orders are maybe, but the bags will watch it and let it go, but As soon as they realize that the momentum is lost, they will dump on it. Bart Simpsons are imminent. So, why there is no bull run? Everyone who wanted to buy Bitcoin already did. So they sit in their bags and wait for a bull run. Nobody left to buy. It may change with a technological breakthrough or adoption breakthrough, like ICOs last year. A whole new adoption pattern. If we help find new or improve existing adoption patterns, we may finally get the alphas purged and reboot the damn cycle. So I hope you like it. I'm actually not a content producer, I'm just trying to help folks to better understand crypto. And if you like, ask questions down in comments, leave likes, subscribe, and share in your social media. And I will keep you updated on the situation, like what's the current price, cycle phase, or when moon, or whatever. And one more thing. Try to think like a big bag, like a huge institution, not like an average retail investor. It'll help you see the bigger picture. See you later.